Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna be doing a hot or not on Revlon. They brought out a bunch of new stuff that at first glance, I thought said color change, but this is actually color charge. I was at CVS and it just literally caught me and I was like, color change. And I thought for some reason this palette, which is very bright and beautiful, and it's on my eyes right now, I'm gonna kind of break it down for you how I got this eye look. But when I first saw this color charge, I really thought it said color change, and I somehow thought it was color changing eyeshadow, and how cool is that? And I started like grabbing things off the shelf, and it's actually just color charge. I don't really know what the campaign or story is behind the whole line, but it is very colorful. It's not color changing. They have loose pigments, they have glosses. I'm gonna go through everything for you. Some of it really did not work out, and we're gonna talk about why. I'm gonna swatch things, and I also wanna hit on some home run products as well, because when I first started here on YouTube, I would talk about them all the time, and I have some very, very favorite products that I think get overlooked sometimes with these bigger launches, because you see that new display like I did, and you kind of go, oh, you know, and you get very excited because it's new, but this is a brand that's been around for a long time, and they have some really, really great hero products. So I want to touch on those as well. And let's just start. So this eyeshadow is really pretty, but it takes forever to build up the color. So this is the palette right here. I want to show you some swatches. We'll go through the top row. Let's take a look at that. There's not individual names on these, so I can't really call out names for you guys. And then the bottom row right here, this is the Revlon ColorStay Color Charge palette in Color Collage. Now this has very similar colors in my opinion to what we chatted about yesterday with Natasha Denona. Now, however, this is not drugstore pricing. It's not even Sephora pricing. It's next level. I don't even know what pricing. I mean, this is like 130 bucks. So, but you notice we're kind of in like this bright tropical type of a vibe with makeup right now. So you see like there's a purple, there's a blue, greens, you know, your silver. Like I kind of see similarities here. Of course, you get many, many more colors in here and transition shades and mattes and all of that. But it was just interesting. That's kind of the vibe right now, is this like bright lime green and purples and deep royal blues. No, it's not a dupe for the Natasha Denona Tropic, but it had a similar vibe. To step by step the whole makeup look, which I want to do for you guys, because I know you're probably curious how I got this look. I first went in with this shade right here from MAC. It's just a matte white cream. You could use any matte white cream you like. And then I went in with this shade right here. You could use any kind of soft matte transition shade that's a little bit on the warm tone. I really like it. And then I picked up this and could have some fun with it, because there's really nothing in here that you would want to put in your crease. What I did was I then took this brown right here. I focused it on the outer corner and really laid down and packed that color on and lightly kind of blended it up a little bit and slightly pulled it through the crease. This actually is a beautiful brown. I think this is the best color in this whole palette, which is so surprising because this is a colorful palette. You would not expect the brown that is matte, and I don't mean this to offend you, but it's kind of boring. Like everybody already probably has a matte brown, but that's my favorite shade in this palette. So I then did take this mermaidy shade right here. So beautiful, but takes forever to build it up. I mean, I struggled, you guys. I like packed it on. I then used a setting spray to dampen my brush, and then I was just like, screw this, and I used my finger. It was just really tough to get the pigment to build. I did take the lime green on the lower lash line. That actually was really pretty, and then I just patted a little bit in the center of my lid as well, just to kind of see how the colors would mix together because they were next door neighbors. I thought maybe they were designed to kind of work together. I'm trying to like this because I like my eye look, like I was able to get it there, but I don't really think it's worth the money. This is a very expensive palette for the drugstore. If you do want to purchase something like this, wait for a sale, wait for a coupon. You know, you can make it a little less expensive by doing that, but I would stick with like a Wet n Wild palette, a Milani palette. Do I have anything that's similar? Hold on. Check this out. This is from Sleek Cosmetics, and these are the old school palettes that I was telling you guys about that I prefer over some of their newer ones, and the colors are super creamy. Dang, I should have done my eye makeup with this. Oh, oh. This is now being carried at Ulta. That's what I heard. I haven't seen it in stores, but I think they are selling it online. Sleek Cosmetics, these old school palettes. This is the Snapshots 732. It's an Eye Divine palette. It's a mineral-based eyeshadow. So pretty. Moving on, I want to talk about the highlighter. I really like this. It gives you a very dewy, creamy glow. It doesn't give you this highlight, sparkly, wet situation. It's just like this nice cream, kind of creamy glow. Like, do you see that right there? It just, there's no micro glitter in it. It just looks glowy and makes your skin look hydrated. And I will actually take this and lightly kind of dust it on the forehead, which sounds totally terrifying, I know. But if you have excess and you almost like wipe off some of that excess on a paper towel, you can kind of go for that if you like a more dewy, hydrated look. All right, from there we have the blushes. I don't like these at all. Like, I just think the colors are strange. I don't think they blend particularly well, and they are a pass for me. I was really curious about the formula. Revlon blushes just never really did it for me anyway, but it is interesting. They have hot cheeks and no rules. Very unique colors, I'll give it that, but they're just not for me. All right, from there we have the Revlon Color Charge Lip Powder. Now this is really cool. I think it's cool that it's sold just as a powder. It works. I'm gonna put some on for you guys right now to show you. I'm gonna take this one right up at the top, show you guys. It's dry, it's metallic. See, it's kind of pretty. The texture makes me want to scream. Like, I literally feel like I just took a bite of a powdered donut and I have powder all over my lips. So it just makes me feel self-conscious. Like, do I have something on my face? Like, it just does not feel good to me. So this is not my cup of tea. But if you like the idea of a lip powder and you're after that almost matte, dried down metallic finish look, then this might be something that you enjoy. I just personally won't be using this. But it wasn't bad. I don't hate it. Color Charge Pigments. All right, let's talk about these. This is the shade Lilac Twinkle. It's really pretty. You can use these wet or dry. They're around $8. You can knock it down using a sale. I always say this like 10 times every time I do a Revlon or Physicians Formula or Maybelline video, because you guys know I used to wander the drugstore and try to score free makeup. That was my whole Madness Monday thing. And you can literally like scan your card at CVS. It will pump out coupons for you that you can use with the sale, with a peel pad coupon, and you can get a makeup item for like a couple of bucks. So if you can do that, I think it's a fun way to explore and try makeup. Do I think you absolutely need this because it's the new best thing ever? No, but it's a pretty pigment. That's all it is. It's just a loose eyeshadow pigment, and it works nicely wet or dry. This is it dry right here. I prefer, if I had to pick one or the other, I would do the cream eyeshadows from Revlon. I still use those and reach for those an awful lot. They are gorgeous. They do not crease. So if you're looking for something to also provide you a good base and you're wanting to do a really wild color and you want a color base instead of just a regular eyeshadow primer, you can use those for that. You can use them just tapped on the lid on their own and they will stay put all day. Those are fantastic. All right, I want to talk about the lip glosses. This is really just repackaging. It's just their basic lip gloss with the new color change kind of logo on it. I have loved Revlon lip products an awful lot throughout the years. This is Dream in Nude, and let's just pile on more makeup. Why don't we just do that? I want to show you the level of shine in this. They have kind of a weird smell to them that I can't really even describe. It doesn't smell like food. It doesn't smell like perfume. It just has almost this sharp smell to it. I don't really love that about Revlon lip products, but it's just something I've observed. I don't know if I'm just being a little bit too nitpicky with it or not, but I wanted to share that with you guys. And I also wanted to share with you some of my very favorite cream lipsticks from Revlon, because these get overlooked all of the time, and they are so good. So I just want to share with you guys, Pink in the Afternoon has long been a favorite of mine. I've also really loved Nude Attitude. Look how gorgeous that is, right? This is like my original like lipstick that I would use to really brighten up anything. If I wanted to like enhance the center of my lips, that's what I would just reach for over and over and over. I also really love Bare Affair. Very pretty. Oh, so just look at that. Ah, yes. Okay. Mink is such a fabulous color. It is creamy, it is opaque. And if you like a more brown, earthy, creamy lipstick, this is such a nice one. Look at that, you guys. Overlooked all of the time. All right, then we have the shade Rose Velvet. This is what I was wearing in the beginning of the video. Gorgeous. Your lips but better. Gorgeous everyday, easy to wear lipstick. Then we have the shade Primrose, which I used to wear all of the time. I went through a phase where I was really into these like cooler toned pinky shades. I'm not so much anymore, but definitely used to be. Then we have Berry Rich. Just look how just packed with pigment and color and even just texture these lipsticks are. They're so good. Then we have Wild Orchid. Reminds me of one of my MAC lipsticks that I cannot remember the name of to save my life. Really just pretty bright shade that's creamy and almost has a slight teeny tiny iridescence to it. And then this is like the Hall of Fame shade from Revlon in my opinion. This is Black Cherry. Not something that I'm into right now, but when I get more into like darker, just kind of like during, I don't know, holidays and you feel a little more vampy, Halloween time, this is like the perfect vampy lip shade. And I love it. So there are some great lip recommendations from Revlon. I wanted to leave this on a positive note, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Here's a quick update before I leave. I'm using this for the 3rd time now, and I'm loving it. I did a video on Tuesday on the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb, not sponsored at all, but I continue to love this more and more every time I do my makeup. So I wanted to update you guys about that. I will link that video below for you guys along with Natasha Denona, and I hope you guys are having a good one. All right, I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah.